This is the brief on the launch of NASA's Artemis 2 mission.
Welcome to SciTech Brief, your snapshot of science, technology, and digital culture.
So after a 50-year hiatus, humanity is officially heading back to the moon following today's incredibly fiery liftoff from Florida's Kennedy Space Center. First, let's talk about this historic crew and their ride. The 32-story Space Launch System rocket just blasted the Orion capsule into orbit. Commander Reid Wiseman leads a milestone roster featuring Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Jeremy Hansen. That officially puts the first Black man, first woman, and first Canadian into deep space. This definitely isn't your grandfather's moonshot. But, this crew isn't actually touching down. Second, this is strictly a 10-day shakedown cruise. They're riding a free return trajectory, basically using the moon's gravity as a giant slingshot to whip back to Earth. Glover already knocked out a manual flying test, and they're troubleshooting minor hiccups, like a glitchy onboard toilet. Now, you might be wondering, why fly nearly 253,000 miles, which is further than Apollo 13, just to turn around? Well, it's a high-stakes test drive. We literally have to prove Orion can keep humans alive before we even think about landing. Finally, this really kicks off a new space race. This flight paves the way for Artemis 3, aiming to actually drop astronauts on the lunar South Pole by 2027. The big picture is establishing a permanent moon base, heavily driven by modern competition with China, who wants their own crew up there by 2030. If Apollo was a sprint just to plant a flag, Artemis is laying the foundation to build a campsite. Artemis 2 isn't just some nostalgic trip around the moon. It's the literal launch pad for humanity's permanent future in deep space.
That's today's SciTech Brief. Short, smart, and straight to the point. If you want to listen to previous episodes, you'll find them on Spotify.